What's up, dudes and dudettes? It's Jimmy, aka Zero Tolerance 55 here, bringing you the next installment in BioShock Explained, this time focusing on Burial at Sea. If you didn't know it, Burial at Sea was a DLC for BioShock Infinite that focused on Booker and Elizabeth in an alternate timeline. I wrestled with the idea of doing this chronologically, or in the way it plays out in the game, but I decided to go with the way the game portrays it to make it easier to understand and to make it flow better. With that being said, let's return to Rapture. Burial at Sea opens in Rapture on New Year's Eve 1958, a date BioShock 1 and 2 players will remember as the beginning of the Civil War in the underwater city, pitting Atlas's forces versus Andrew Ryan's. In this version of Rapture, Booker DeWitt is a private investigator in the city who is contacted by a mysterious woman named Elizabeth, who comes to him for help finding a missing girl named Sally. Elizabeth doesn't reveal many details about the child, but what she does reveal is that she knows for a fact that Sally is alive, and the artist Sander Cohen might have information on the girl's location. Booker and Elizabeth head to Cohen's party at High Street Club, but are denied entrance due to the fact that they don't have the party masks required to get in. Over some time, the pair acquire the masks and are welcomed into the party. Booker and Elizabeth enter the Garden of the Muses, where Cohen is working on his later masterpiece. But as always, he's unhappy with how it comes out and disposes of the models. Booker and Elizabeth confront Cohen about the missing girl, and the artist tells him that he will reveal the location of Sally if they dance to inspire him. With no other options, the two dance. It takes only moments before Cohen finds something wrong with the art presented to him and knocks them unconscious. While they are knocked out, he does hold up his end of the bargain, however, and drags them to a bathysphere, revealing that it will take them to Sally. Booker and Elizabeth wake up in the bathysphere and realize they're traveling towards Fontaine's department store, a part of Rapture that Andrew Ryan had recently sunk to the ocean floor. Cohen contacts them and lets them know that Sally is in the housewares department of the store. The duo fight their way through splicers that went down with the store and eventually discover that Sally is in the ventilation system. In order to draw Sally out, Booker and Elizabeth block all the vent exits but leave one of them unblocked, and then they turn up the heat in the ventilation system, forcing Sally out of the only vent left. As Booker tries to pull Sally out of the vent, he discovers that she is now a little sister, and as he does so, she calls for her Big Daddy, who then attacks Booker. Booker and Elizabeth defeat the Big Daddy in combat and try to reason with Sally, but it doesn't work. As Booker recovers from the fight, he reveals that his previous memories were hazy. It's time for a flashback. It's revealed here that this version of Booker is obviously yet another version of Zachary Comstock, but a different one than the one from BioShock Infinite. This version of Comstock made the deal with the Latisse twins to steal Anna as a baby, same as the events in BioShock Infinite. Where it differs, however, is that instead of her pinky being severed by the closing portal, Anna was decapitated. In his grief, Comstock had the Latisse twins use the tear device to move him to Rapture so he could escape from his own reality. The tear device, however, caused him to lose his memory of stealing Anna, her death, and even of becoming Comstock, so he lived his life as Booker in Rapture as a private investigator. Back in the present, the Latisse twins appear and point out that Comstock never accepts the consequences of his actions and always runs, no matter what dimension they are in. Booker/Comstock tries to apologize for all of his past actions, but Elizabeth won't accept his apology. It's revealed that this Elizabeth is the same Elizabeth that we encountered in BioShock Infinite. After the events of the end of the game with all the Elizabeths fading, the one Elizabeth remained. She has gone on to spend her time hunting down all the different versions of Comstock across all dimensions. The whole ploy of hiring him to track down Sally was all a part of the plot to get him to realize his mistakes before he died. She wanted him to realize what he did in his past. As all of this is going on, you hear the sounds of a Big Daddy approaching from behind, and Comstock is impaled by a Big Daddy drill, courtesy of the Big Daddy they thought they had killed. As Comstock is dying, he looks at Elizabeth and she just glares at him as the screen cuts to black. It's here that episode 1 of Burial at Sea concludes. Stay tuned though, because Elizabeth's story does continue at Burial at Sea Part 2, which is coming out very soon. I'm actually working on it at this time as well. Um, if you enjoyed the video, please like, comment, subscribe. All of that helps. As far as commenting, if you guys haven't noticed, I've been more interactive in my last video about answering comments, talking to people. It's something I want to gear myself towards because I enjoy it. Along those same lines, I've created a Facebook page for myself. So if you guys want to get a hold of me on there, the link is here and in the description of this video. I just figured it's another way to get information to you guys. It's just like my Twitter and everything else. The description will contain all of those links. But anyway, like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed and can't wait for episode 2 to release. So thank you all for watching, and I'll see you soon.